Welcome everybody to episode 2
Oliver.
of Real Talk about video games. I am Scooter and this is Little Red.
Yup.
And
We got kind of rushed on the first one, so reiterate to them what your second and first video games are.
kind of switched that up a little bit because I had to mix them up on the fly.
That's okay.
But the first two, like the final two that were my favorite ones, would have to be Assassin's Creed. Which one is it? Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I love that
I haven't
one.
played that one yet.
It is
Don't
so-
tell me anything.
It is so amazing. All I will say
That's the
is,
one with 4 of them, right? Where you can play 4 up?
yeah,
4 other people?
yes.
Yeah, that one looked awesome.
And the highest rank you can get to is like, I think, no, that's Rogue, not Rogue. I'm sorry, that's Unity. Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
Unity
yeah,
is
that's
that
the one with the 4.
Yes. Rogue or Syndicate has no multiplayer. It's just single player,
Oh.
which is the way it should be.
It was. They were very good game series.
Oh yes. And then number 1 would have to be, out of all that I can think of right now, the best.
You know what your number 1 is. You know what it is.
What?
You wrote a poem about it.
I did. The samurai. It's the, Skyrim. Yes. Yeah, my bad. It is.
Doesn't even know.
I did write a poem about it, but I love Skyrim so much.
Oh, Skyrim is wonderful.
That game is my most favorite out of all because I've put so many hours into that game. It is like, it's it's an extension of my own life, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go off in there and play that, and I feel like I'm lost in virtual
Dude,
reality.
I can get lost in that game.
Yes. You walking around, getting turned around like, what happened, man? You
It's
in
been
your
a
tail.
week. That can't be right.
For real.
I was supposed to be at work 3 days ago. Whoops.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
man. Okay, well, I guess this is hard for me to start from the lowest number to the top. But I guess my number 10 would probably be Spyro. I
That was
don't
a
know if you guys
classic.
know this game. Yes, it is a classic. It was for PlayStation 1. It might have come out before then on earlier consoles, but I played it on PlayStation 1. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's when it came out. But
Yeah.
I don't know 100%.
Yeah.
Now let's see. Number 9 would probably be this game on PlayStation 2 called Haunting Grounds. It's a scary game. It doesn't make you think it's scary, but it's scary.
Because the girl, like the chick on the front of the case is pretty. You know what I'm saying? You don't
Dude,
think
she
it's a
slices.
scary game. Yeah.
And my 15-year-old self was still coming into my sexuality, even though I knew I liked girls, but I didn't think it was okay. But I was like, ooh, she's pretty. There's a dog on it. So it just, it got me good. I was like, oh, okay. But it just makes you think that you're just going to be escaping from this castle. It doesn't tell you that you're going to be chased by people and trying to murder, or try and be murdered around every corner. It doesn't tell you that. I was terrified. I was so traumatized by this game that I had to stop playing it at age 15, and I didn't pick it back up again until I was either 25 or 26. It took
Wow.
me a decade to get the courage, because I can't do scary games. I do plan on, hopefully with you, but if you're not here, I might do some by myself, not on this page, but on my page,
Right.
of playing scary games. Because you'll probably laugh your butt off. I am a total scaredy cat. Because that's me. I'm in there. I'm dying. It's my life on the line. It's not like scary movies where I'm like, whatever. No, I'm gonna die in this. It's really gonna happen. It's like, what's that movie, The Ring?
Yeah.
You watch
You'll die
it and
in
you
7
die.
days.
Yeah.
Bitch
Yeah.
call you up. You will die in 7 days.
Yeah. That's how I feel in video games. Like, I really will die. But, yeah, I just, I'm gonna have to watch something happy after this. And let's see, that was my number 9. Number 8 would probably be A Dog's Life on
Yes. PS2.
PlayStation 2. You get to play as a dog. You can even go into dog vision where you can see scents, and you can chase chickens, and you can chase cats, and you can shake them with your head, and you can knock the fur and the feathers off them to where they're naked, and you can play with your ball. I used to take the ball and I would squeak it and I would just throw it in the air and pretend like I actually was a dog because I was a kid and I was like, oh, this would be a fun life.
Yeah.
And I just immersed myself in that. I think my favorite part was shaking the fur off the cats. That was fun.
Watching the fur fly, just.
Yeah, that was fun. Let's see, number 7 would probably be. I like Shadow of Mordor. That was a good game.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I can't even lie.
Yep. I like the parkour aspect and being able to jump off the buildings and being able to sneak around and kill people and battle and all that stuff. That was fun.
Yeah.
Number 6 would be the South Park game. What was the first one called? The Stick of Truth. I haven't played the Fractured Butthole yet. I really, really want to. And my birthday's coming up, so if any of you feel the urge to send it to me, it should be for Xbox One. And I would very much appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
That was number 6.
Yes.
Okay, number 5 would be the Assassin's Creed series because they were amazing and Ezio was fantastic.
Yeah, Ezio was
The second one was my ultimate favorite. I loved him. And I loved what a player he was.
Yeah, man.
That was funny.
He was a Casanova.
Oh, man, he totally was.
I'm telling you.
What were you going to say?
I'm saying, I'm telling you.
Well, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Number 4 would be the Metal Gear series. I don't know if you guys have ever played these. It was... I got first introduced to it on the PlayStation 1, and that was when you needed 2 discs, okay? And there's this really awesome part in the game, sorry, spoiler alert, but it's been out for a good minute. You should have played it. I can't remember if it's still disc 1 or if it's the beginning of disc 2, but there's a part where you go up against a psychic and you try and shoot him, you try everything you can, and he's like, I know every move before you're gonna make it. And so you get called on your little beeper, and your colonel is like, he's seeing everything before you do it. And this was back in the day when you couldn't just look up cheat codes. There wasn't YouTube for you to be like, help me get through this video. There wasn't that. You had to figure this out on your own. I had to call everybody on the game in my code box to help me. And someone finally told me, why don't you try unplugging your controller and putting it in port 2 instead of port 1? And I was like, what? I was like, this is unheard of. You can't do that.
No.
But I was like, okay. And so I did it, and I was able to beat him because he couldn't see what I was doing because it was in port 2. Do you even understand the fourth wall of that? Like, the intensity they put into this game was monumental to me. I was like, that is so awesome. Of course, I had to plug it back into port 1 afterwards because it wouldn't let me keep playing. It only worked for that part. But I never seen a game do that before, and it was wonderful.
I ain't never seen no shit like that neither. That's crazy.
It was crazy. That's why I love that game so much because it was just so in depth like that.
Yeah.
It was crazy, and then there were wolves in it, and that was back when wolves were my favorite animal.
Yeah.
And there was this girl who was a badass. Her name was Sniper Wolf, and I had to kill her. And I legitimately cried when that happened, and I wanted to put the game down. I didn't want to play it anymore, but I was so in love with the game, I had to finish it. But, like, I'm telling you, like, snot cried. Like, I was so upset about having to kill her. I was like, she's just misunderstood. She's not really a bad guy.
It was serious.
Oh, man, I was so in love with her. I loved her so much. She was so great. And, let's see, that was number 4. So number 3 would be the Walking Dead series. Those were amazing games. It's not really open world RPG like I prefer, but I also like games where your decision affects the game, and you can end it multiple different ways by all these different choices. You can make people like you. You can choose who lives or dies. There was a lot of points in the game where I was like, fuck this dude, I'm gonna kill him. And I made a decision and it killed somebody I liked. And I was like,
Ooh,
no.
no.
And then, of course, I had to continue the rest of the game without the person because if you start over, that's just cheating. You have to wait for your second playthrough to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, that is
It's
true.
not fun. But if you're a real gamer, you'll push through whether you like your decision or not. Also, this isn't my number 1 or 2, but Until Dawn was the same way, and it was a very good game.
Right.
Where you had to, and there is a way where you can save everybody. I never figured it out. I never made all the right choices. Someone always died, no matter how hard I tried. Anyway, okay, so my number 2 is Diablo, the third one. It is like Dungeons and Dragons, and it is just fantastic game. I loved it so much. Played it for like a good 24 hours straight. I'm not even sure I went to the bathroom. I was like so into this game. Not like I peed all over myself, but I think I just didn't realize that I had to go.
God.
And there is a tie for my number 1, and that is Skyrim and Fallout. They are the best games in the entire world. I could play them all day, every day. I will never get tired of them. I don't care if I play them constantly for years on end and I start over. I'll start over happily. I mean, I'll be upset that I lost all my progress, but I'll never get bored of the game.
No.
I learn something new every time I play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because there's so much to do. Like, the map is huge itself. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is. You can't explore everything.
No.
Whether you think you can or not, you can't.
No.
I don't care what you
There
say.
are so many hidden caves and crevices.
You know, there's like, I saw this weird thing like with Whiterun. Like, if you try and jump over the wall, but like you go through the wall and then you walk a little ways, there's like a secret cave with a chest. Yeah. And I tried and I couldn't do it.
They have a video online that shows you
I
all the
watched the
locations.
video and I did it exactly how they did it and it was not working for me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was such a bummer. I was like, I wanted that secret chest, man.
They have one over there at Dragon's Bridge.
How are we on time?
12 minutes.
Okay.
But they have a spot over there on Dragon's Bridge, though. Like, if you go over that little, it's a little wall that looks like it's just been broke down and stuff. You go over there and you look down at the ground. There's nothing there, but you go and you move slowly and it'll say dig or whatever. Or it's like open chest. And the chest has a shit ton of stuff off in it. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
I'll have to show you this in a little bit.
You will have
But it is
show me that.
amazing because all the stuff on there, oh my God. They also have a ring that you can buy that allows you to carry 100,000 pounds.
Is that a mod? Because I don't like mods. I'm a vanilla player.
Oh, you're a vanilla player. Well,
I like it vanilla.
I got you.
Don't like mods. Okay, now we're going to do honorable mentions.
Yes.
Oh. Part 3.